What does hold up is Cameron Diaz.
Damn.
This is her opening. This is her debut role. She's smoking, dog.
Her eyes, man. Her color of the eyes.
But is
her tan, her body, everything.
I think she's probably top 10 best slow-mos of all time in movies. Welcome to the list. I'm host Enterprise. With me as sometimes because
Boss Man.
Today we're watching Jim Carrey's 1994 The Mask.
The
Mask is about a bank clerk, Stanley Ipkiss, who's transformed into a manic superhero where he wears a mysterious mask. So I wanted to revisit it just to see if it holds up, just to see what the hell. It was very... It's iconic. Everybody knows what that is. Everybody knows what it looks like, I think, for the most part. It is so wacky and zany, and it was so popular, I think, that I did not know that there was a comic book before the movie, which is supposed to be based on. And the comic books are so wildly differently violent than what the movie actually is that I want to go back and read the comics. I own one, but I kind of want to read the whole series before I read the one I have, because I think the one I have is like the Joker comes in possession of the Loki mask. So I want to do my due diligence and have a little fun. I don't like to jump around.
The mask can do a lot of
things.
It's
just it does.
Well, depends.
The mask brings out like the person you want to be, and it's specific to each person. But there's way more violence that is shown in the movie.
Okay.
This movie was turned PG because of Jim Carrey. It was supposed to be crazy violent, but because Jim Carrey's in it, they decided to tone it down a little bit. Which I don't think. I don't know what a rated R mask would have been. There were still some messed up parts in it, like when he stuffs the mufflers in the guy's butthole. I missed that the first time. I didn't notice that. It's something that just blew over my head. I don't remember that vividly when I was a kid, but now I was like, oh shit, he stuffed those things in the guy's butts. Wait, holy shit!
I watched it in the theater back then.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was wild.
It was fun.
It's still fun, wacky, zany.
Yeah.
But it's weirder to relate it to like a superhero movie because they borrow so much from the Looney Tunes because of Stanley Ipkiss. He's a Looney Tunes fan that's littered all over his apartment.
Yeah.
And who Stanley Ipkiss becomes is basically a real life Looney Tune with confidence. And who better person to portray a real life Looney Tune than Jim Carrey? He's absolutely perfect as the Mask because he's basically a live action cartoon. I couldn't see anybody else as the Mask, and even when they tried to do that, it was like the biggest disaster ever. They try to give it to Jamie Kennedy for some reason, and I've read reviews and I've seen like it's like one of the worst movies ever made.
Iconic Jim Carrey movie or overall?
Yeah, no, overall, like it's just the prosthetics in the movie are so dope that it looks real, like we would believe it.
I think there's no CGI on the Mask.
The Mask,
no. The mask, the prosthetic mask, no.
Everything is prosthetics, and he was only supposed to wear the teeth when he's smiling.
Yeah.
But Jim Carrey practiced to speak with the teeth on.
Oh, okay.
That he kept them on the whole time, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking, watching it, like, how is he talking with those giant goofy ass teeth? Because he fucking practiced.
Smoking.
I think there was one of the breakthroughs movies for Jim Carrey.
This was before.
It was after Ace Ventura.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, 94 was his year.
Yeah,
and I mean, it was a good. It's a family movie. I rewatched it with my youngest, and he liked it. Obviously, he liked the part with the dog.
Yes, Milo's the best.
Milo's the MVP.
Milo's the MVP. Milo's the best. I've asked you this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
And you said, who's the best? I asked you, who's the best movie dog of all time? You being a veterinarian, you gave me probably the best answer of all time. It's fucking Milo.
Milo, yeah.
Not Milo's acting is fantastic.
Yeah. But he saves the day.
He saves the day.
Kinda.
He's so smart.
He's part of the.
He's a Jack Russell, right?
Yeah, he's Jack Russell.
I think that's my brother's favorite breed of dog that he likes, and I think it's because of Milo.
Yeah,
I really do.
He takes a lot of part of the movie, you know.
Yeah,
he's a part of the movie.
He is a giant part of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this came before Ace Ventura. After Ace Ventura, there's a lot of it's Jim Carrey, so
yeah,
his movements are so cartoonish. Also for the CGI, they made it super easy for them to just do over his crazy movements. A lot of his movements aren't CGI, which is crazy that I found out. Dorian as the bad guy, when he puts the mask on, that does look chancla. That does look a little foul. I forgot that happened.
Oh, okay.
Like when he spits the bullets out and he looks like a bull. Like some of it looks okay. But the prosthetics on Dorian, I wasn't a fan of.
Okay.
That did look a little.
He's a little grotesque.
Yeah,
well, he's a bad guy. So
I understand what they're supposed to do, but I don't think those hold up as well. What does hold up is Cameron Diaz.
Damn.
This is her opening. This is her debut role. She had not done anything before this. She's smoking, dog.
He's smoking.
And I think when I was growing up, I had a crush more on Peggy, the redheaded reporter lady.
Okay.
I think I liked Peggy growing up, but now I was like, yeah. Cameron Diaz is smoking still.
Yeah.
Everybody.
She's Mika. I mean,
she is like
her eyes, man. Her color of the eyes.
But it's
her tan, her butt, everything.
I think she's probably top 10 best slummers of all time in movies. She just never. I don't know. It sounds fucked up to say. Cameron Diaz is a goat, right? She never looked as good as she did in The Mask. She was so young. She must have lost some baby fat off her face, which is, I mean, there's no fat at all. She's like pristine.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's always been hot. She retired a while ago from acting, and she's living a nice normal life, so that's cool. But if it wasn't for her auditioning for a modeling gig in the same building where they were producing this thing, she wouldn't have got the role. The original role was supposed to go to Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole Smith, the blonde one?
The blonde big titty lady that married the old fuck. Yes.
Really?
That was the OG part going to her, bruh. Imagine that.
No.
She fits the cartoony aspect of the thing. She has like a cartoony body. Big tits, small waist, giant ass. But I think they made a perfect choice in discovering Cameron Diaz. She was auditioning for some modeling gig, and they crossed paths and were like, but they had her audition a bunch of times though.
Okay.
All the way
because
up to
she wasn't an actress.
Because she wasn't an actress, and she I think it was 12 times or something. All the way up until they almost started shooting the fucker when they casted her.
Damn.
But there's actually a deleted scene with Peggy that I did not know of.
Which one?
When she betrays him.
Okay, yeah.
And she gets the money. They're talking. Dorian grabs her and tosses her in that machine.
What?
Yeah. He tosses her in the machine.
He killed her.
And because where they at is like a newspaper printing thing, so the newspaper the next day is all red in Peggy's blood.
What?
Yeah. It's just because it's such a cartoony vibe that I feel like the cartoony shit transcends time. You can watch this in 2040 and it's still going to be cool.
Yeah, because of that.
The aesthetics of it. And it's super cartoony.
It's like right now, you can still watch Roger Rabbit.
Right.
I mean,
it's noir.
It's kind of the same style, you know.
The lighting I enjoy very much. Well, growing up, right, the condom balloon part, I didn't know what that was, and I was like, "Oh, he pulls out a fucking condom."
Yeah,
that part is actually not in script.
Yeah, that part is No?
No, it's improvised by Jim Carrey.
That part where he's making the
balloons.
the Tommy gun?
Yeah.
And he's licking and he's black, you know?
Yeah.
It's fucking funny. Yeah.
That garage, right? The actual set where they're filming it, that's the Ghostbusters headquarters.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. You haven't seen the cartoon?
I saw the cartoon growing up, but not enough to I slightly remember it. Not enough to
Yeah, we watched it on TV.
I hope they
open TV.
Yeah, I hope they get put on like HBO Max or something, so I could go back and watch them because I would totally would.
Yeah.
But what helps tone down the violence and makes it even more kiddie, and is probably the most iconic scenes of the whole thing, are the musical numbers. Both of them.
The one with Cameron and the QMP?
Yeah, both of those.
QMP. And then the guy from the ponytail?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like an overacting, you know, with the faces.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
When he's shooting, he's off.
Yeah. Every time he's in the scene, he reacts his face.
Because he has no lines, so he wants to be in the thing. I get it. It's in the 90s. He's a cheesy 90s bad guy, which is cool. Yeah, when Milo puts on the mask, it's kind of like it's iconic. And that looks cool as hell. Completely CGI. The laugh. He's basically a cartoon. There was actually supposed to be a sequel, douche, but Carrey refused.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so I wonder what that would have looked like. That would have been amazeballs for the 90s. The Mask 2 in 1997 or whatever, that would have been great. That would have been fantastic.
But what would be the plot? I mean, he didn't want the mask no more?
No, but remember that the mask kept following him? So you could write something. And I forgot about the whole cops. I forgot completely about Doyle and everybody. I forgot about the cops. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But you could make something else up, like a new bad guy has the mask and only Stanley knows how to fix it or whatever. You can write it. Fucking doesn't matter. It would have been Jim Carrey doing Jim Carreyism with a green face.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing. Like when you think Jim Carrey, I think like Ace Ventura and The Mask. Right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber, but
I don't know. That feels like a little bit more adult than this, right? Is Dumb and Dumber PG-13?
I think so, yeah.
I feel like it's not flashy enough like the other two. Because again, he's like a live action cartoon.
I mean, you can say Ventura and The Mask are more iconic than the other ones.
Right.
You think they pick up the yellow suit from Dick Tracy?
No, the yellow suit came because Jim Carrey's mom made him a yellow suit for his stand-up.
Okay.
So it's a reference to that. It's not a reference to Dick Tracy. But if you would like to see more about Dick Tracy, we actually reviewed it for the list right here. We'll leave it for you right there for your viewing pleasure.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Always and forever, you do you.
Somebody stop me.